In order to save time, we would like to go to the first group. The first group will be Mas Pius and the friend. So I would like to remind to the group that we have a 20-minute presentation maximum. So I will remind the presenter 5 minutes, or if the presentation going long, and then after that we can still complete with the 1 or 2 question answer and discussion if any. Okay, so please welcome the first group. The subject is the development of renewable energy in Gunungkidul by Mas Pius, Mas Feikal, and Mas Adipratama. Okay, please.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thanks for Mr. Gunawan who gave us his time. We Group 1 would like to present the result of our project, namely Renewable Energy Development and Prospect in Gunungkidul. Before that, I introduce our members, namely myself is RD and my friends are Mr. Feikal and Pius. In this project, we will plan Gunungkidul district to support the use of renewable energy in Indonesia using the LEAP application. This presentation consists of introduction, method, result and analysis, conclusion, and reference. Gunungkidul is one of the districts in the special region of Yogyakarta. Gunungkidul is bordered by Bantul and Sleman on the west side, the Indian Ocean on the south side, Wonogiri in the east side, and Klaten and Sukoharjo on the east side, north side. Gunungkidul Regency has an area of 1,485.36 kilometer square. The topography of the area is mostly upland and mountainous with varying degrees of slope. Based on the type of soil in the district consisting of lithosol, tatosol, complex, red Mediterranean association, black grumosol, red latosol association. The population of Gunungkidul Regency based on the population and civil registration service in 2018 is 765,284 people with a population growth rate of 1.07%. The majority of the population work in the agricultural sector supported by the processing of existing natural resources and potential. Agricultural land in Gunungkidul consists of partly dry land as well as wet land. The rate of economic growth in Gunungkidul Regency in 2018 rated 17,540,149.36 million rupiah or the equivalent of 5.16%. Next slide will be delivered by Mr. Pius, please. Thank you.
Thank you for this good opportunity. My name is Pius, and I will continue the next slide from now. Next slide, please. Oh, sorry, I'm in this slide. The economic structure of the Gunungkidul community, as we got the data from the BPS of Kabupaten Gunungkidul from the year of 2018. The community, the economic structure community is dominated by the forestry, agriculture, and the fishery. You can see from the table number 4, the largest contribution are from the agriculture forestry. It's about 24.59% of all of the GDP from the Gunungkidul. And the smallest contribution are from the electricity and the gas distribution. You can see from the point number D, pengadaan listrik dan gas contribute only 0.08% from all of the GDP. The Gunungkidul Regency also have potential in tourism, mostly the coastal area. The coastal area in the south region present unique karst and river, underground river. Next slide, please. Mas Ardi. Okay, thank you. The next slide is about the methodology. We use LEAP to track energy consumption in Gunungkidul Regency. With LEAP, we forecast of the energy framework in Gunungkidul, also the outlook of energy demand, capacity, and also the greenhouse mitigation. This analysis was based on Indonesia's energy policy and also from the Badan Perencanaan Pembangunan Daerah or BPBD Kabupaten Gunung Kidul. The demand projection is for 2050. Also the LEAP model was divided into 3 branches, which are household, industry, and the transportation sector. The generation was from renewable energy, which consists of hydro, biomass, wind, solar, and municipal waste. Next slide, please. Okay. From the slide, result and analysis, we can see that the transportation sector carry the largest portion. The bar of the red bar, we can see that more than 50% of the energy consumption are from the transportation, mainly gasoline. And the second one, followed by the household. And the industry carry the smallest portion of energy. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, in 2020 we can see that almost 90%. I mean, more than 90%, almost 100% of the energy consumption are from the existing PLN, from the PLN grid, and very small amount of renewable portion. If you can see that the color of the blue, I mean light blue, is very small. As the year from the 2020 to 20 and 25, we predict that the energy will grow, the renewable energy will grow exponentially till the year of 2025. Okay, I think that's it from me. The next slide will be presented by my partner, Mas Feikal. Thank you.
Thank you for Mr. Pius and Mr. Ardi for presenting the results of our research. I will continue the research analysis in the next slide, please. Oh, yeah, it's already capacity. Okay. In the simulated reference scenario, the total output of power plants in Gunungkidul Regency gradually increased from 2020 to 2050. The allocation for installing new capacity was to increase the use of renewable energy by decreasing the use of non-renewable energy to 44% in 2050, according to RUEN or RUEN. A new 20 megawatts wind turbine and 10 megawatts photovoltaic will be established in 2028 and 2030 respectively. A new 500 kilowatts micro hydro power plant will be also constructed in 2030. When the energy demand is expected to escalate, the establishment of new energy plants will be conducted. Next slide, please. In order to fulfill the energy requirements in Gunungkidul, some energies may be imported or needed to be distributed from other regions. In 2050, the imported energy will reach approximately 51.6 gigawatt hour or 185.7 thousand gigajoules. Okay, next slide, please. In this scenario, the use of solar energy and wind energy appears as an energy source, which also reduces the coal-based power plants' participation in electricity. Which also reduce the coal-based power plants' participation in electricity. Greenhouse gas emissions in the household sector and transport sector increased by 4.3% and 5.3% respectively. due to increase for using gas stoves in the household sector, the emissions reached 94.5 thousand ton CO2 equivalent in 2050. The use of wood for cooking is expected to drop in 2050, and this will increase the use of gas stove for cooking. Notably, with the accelerated population and improvement of living standards in Gunungkidul, the energy consumptions and emission in the household sector, industry sector, and transport sector is predicted to increase greatly in the future. So we are already almost done. In conclusion, please change to the next slide. Okay. In the conclusion, Gunungkidul region requires appropriate renewable energy policies to be implemented for demand sites to reduce significant emission at demand side. The demand sector has a major contribution to the emission in Gunungkidul, especially in transport sector, when it is compared to the transformation sector. The development of renewable energies capacity, which is from wind energy in Gunungkidul, will establish in 2028 when the energy demand is increasing gradually. Also, the development of solar power will be established in 2030. When the use of fossil fuel plants is limited, it will trigger the development of renewable energy to reduce the greenhouse gas and encourage the use of electric stove and electric car. We should enable the energy policy for this transformation to clean energy. This means that to achieve low carbon development, the introduction and deployment of clean energy technology clean energy technology should not only focus on energy demand, but also on energy supply. Okay, next slide, please. This is the reference we used to do our research in Gunungkidul Regency in order to find the correct prediction to establish a new capacity in Gunungkidul Regency. Next slide. Thank you for listening, for attending in this meeting, in this seminar, and I hope you all have a good day. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for group 1. So that was interesting. The energy regional development of Gunungkidul district has been presented, which is mainly actually they have a forestry, agriculture, fishery activities, and the energy demand was simulated by LEAP, and they revealed that the transport energy is the main demand compared to the other energy demand. And then the electrical energy, from the electrical energy point of view, there will be a renewable energy source growth significantly, starting from 2027 and beyond. And as already presented by the group, that their target was to get a 40% of renewable energy portion by 2050, and to reach that, they will get or they will install several sets of wind turbine, solar PV, and also energy from micro hydro power generation. Okay, all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, now we go to the second stage of the presentation, which is a question answer. So, if you have already question and answer, just raise your hand or just speak directly to to get a discussion and to ask the group. Okay, please.
Okay. Yes, I want to ask a question.
Okay, please.
My name.
You can go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, my name is Naufal Kamal from Group 5, and the question is, what a simple example of this development project can have a direct impact on the majority of communities in Gunung Kidul?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
What is a simple example of this development project can have a direct impact on the majority of communities in Gunung Kidul?
Okay, so I think that's the first question from Mas Naufal. So I think let's also get the second question, if any. Then after that, we can give the floor to the presenter. Is there any second question? Well, okay. So I think so far there is no second question yet. Group 1, one question from Mas Naufal is that he's asking about the impact, direct impact to the community from the development of the project. And if there's any example, please provide a sample on how this development project will give maybe benefit or maybe a disadvantage to the community. Okay, please. Hello, Group 1.
Okay, maybe I will try to answer the question from Naufal Kamal. The aim of this study is creating a model to forecast energy demand and supply for Gunung Kidul, considering the policies by RUN. But it's kind of difficult to find the examples. But maybe you could the main findings of this study, it could be to decrease the emissions in Gunung Kidul, and at least we'll get a big picture of the energy demand in Gunung Kidul, and it will and the prediction will benefit the Indonesian government to the Yogyakarta government to when they need to establish a new power plants, but I don't know exactly the example from this research. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mas Feikal. Any other?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Any other group presenter that will add more?
Yeah, I want to add some. We can see from the biomass. The biomass can expand, so the community in Gunung Kidul can give some contribution to the agriculture for the fuel or for the raw material of the biomass. So it can I mean it can rise the economy from the farmer around Gunungkidul. I think that's it from me. Thank you.
Okay. So the answer is that the development. Okay, thank you, Mas Pius. So Mas Noval, so the summary is that the development is in line with the national planning of the renewable energy provision, and Mas Pius also add that it has an economic impact to the community. For example, using a biomass from waste of the agriculture activities. Mas Noval, is there any additional comment or maybe want to add something?
That's enough to me, and the answer is good, and I can accept that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. You're welcome, Mas Noval. So I would like to open one more question, if any. Okay, so I think there is no more question. So as the time already running, so I think we can conclude the group 1 presentation. So let's give applause to the group 1. Hope that the project, which is very beneficial to our country, will be realized soon at Gunungkidul. Okay, congratulations, group 1. Okay, so thank you. As a moderator of group 1, if there is any comment from our professor, Pak Ahmad Setiawan, I would like to invite him. But if there is no more comment, then we can go directly to presentation of group 2.
Go ahead, Mas.
Okay, thank you, Pak Ahmad Setiawan. So I would like to hand over my moderator job to the second moderator.